Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology, and today I will cover one more transit, that is on 20th May 2020. Rahu is going to move from Ardra Nakshatra to the next Nakshatra, that is the Mrigashira Nakshatra. So in this video we will try to understand the impact of this transit of Rahu into Mrigashira Nakshatra. Now Rahu remains in Mrigashira Nakshatra from 20th May 2020 till 26th Jan 2021, that is till the next Republic Day. Om Shri Swami Samarthaya Namaha. So friends, first let us understand the meaning of the word Mriga Shira. So Mriga Shira word is a combination of two words, Mriga and Shira. Mriga means deer and Shira means the head. So Mriga Shira Nakshatra is a constellation of stars shaped in the form of a head of a deer. Okay, and this is the reason why it is known as Mriga Shira. Now, what are the characteristics of a deer? Okay, a deer is able to run very fast. First thing. Second thing is a deer has a lot of curiosity. Okay, so it is always wandering, it moves around looking for new things. A deer is also a very gentle animal. Okay, it feeds on grass and it is very fond of mating. That is the third characteristic of a deer. The fourth characteristic of a deer is it is a very social animal. So you will rarely find an isolated deer. Deers move around in groups generally. Okay. Now let us look at the fifth characteristic of a deer. When a deer sees a tiger approaching, what does it do generally? Okay. It tends to run away very quickly. So alertness is the next characteristic of a deer. Okay, a deer is very sensitive to dangers and it tends to run away as soon as it encounters a danger. Now you might be wondering, why am I telling you all these things about a deer? Okay, because the people belonging to the Mrigashira Nakshatra, they have characteristics similar to that of a deer. Okay, these people are very social generally. They have a good approach to life. They are kind people. They are also highly sensitive. They are alert to dangers. Okay, and they tend to run away from situations. That is also one characteristic of people belonging to the Mrigashira Nakshatra. The third thing is they are very fond of socializing. They are very fond of mating. Okay, so they like moving around in groups, working in groups, etc. Now, which is the ruling planet of the Mrigashira Nakshatra? The ruling planet of the Mrigashira Nakshatra is Mangal. Okay, so people belonging to the Mrigashira Nakshatra, they also have some tinge of Mangal within them. Okay, that is, they have some kind of aggression within them, but this aggression is displayed only in certain situations at certain times. So, if you look at the nature of Arjun in Mahabharata, it is very similar to that displayed by people in Mrigashira Nakshatra. See, before the Mahabharata war started, Arjun was very proud. He said, I will be able to defeat everyone, okay, including Bhishma, including Karna, and other Maharathis. But when the war started, looking at the Kaurav army in front of him, looking at his Guru Dronacharya, looking at his great grandfather Bhishma Pitamaha, okay, these people with whom Arjun had lived throughout his life, okay, who had taught Arjun warfare. Arjun was feeling very sad that I will have to kill all of these people in a war. Okay, and therefore Arjun became very emotional and he decided to seek Krishna's advice. He told Krishna, I don't want to fight this war. I would rather beg with a begging bowl than kill all these people and enjoy the fruits of this war. So, in a way, at that point in time, Arjun wanted to run away from the situation. Okay, he did not really want to wage a war on his near and dear ones. So, this displays the other side, that is the emotional side of people belonging to the Mrigashira Nakshatra. Now, why does this emotional side come? when Mars is the ruling graha of this nakshatra. Because the ruling deity of this nakshatra is Soma or Chandra, okay, and Chandra represents our emotions, he represents our emotional mind. Okay, so Arjun became very emotional when he was confronted with such a situation where he had to wage a war on his near and dear ones. And it was only a guru who could guide him properly in that situation, in which case Sri Krishna played the role of his guru and advised Arjun to fight the war. Arjun had a razor sharp focus. Okay, so when he was small, his guru Dronacharya took a test. He lined up the Kauravas in one row, he lined up the five Pandavas in another row, and he asked each of them to take aim at the eye of a bird hanging on a tree. Okay, now he called out each student and he told them, what do you see? So when he called out the Kauravas said, we can see the leaves, we can see the branches. Even the four Pandavas, they said, we could see the leaves, we could see the branches, we could see other things. Okay, but when Arjun was asked, what can you see? Arjun replied that I can see only the eye of the bird and nothing else. And then Guru Dronacharya told him, now you shoot the arrow. And the arrow went and hit the eye of the bird. So these people have a tendency to work with a razor sharp focus. Okay, they may be timid sometimes, but they have a razor sharp focus. So all the characteristics of Arjun you will find in the Mrigashira Nakshatra. So people belonging to Mrigashira Nakshatra have these characteristics which I mentioned below, namely the characteristics of the deer, the characteristics of Arjun in Mahabharata. Now the divine Asura Rahu is going to move into the Mrigashira Nakshatra. Okay, so let us also try and understand a few things about Rahu. Now, what does Rahu represent? Okay, Rahu represents the head of an Asura called Svarbhanu. Okay, so there is only the head, there is only the mind, and there is no body. So Rahu represents the greed, the obsessions, etc. Our desires never get fulfilled. Why? Because Rahu represents only the head. So whatever he consumes, it never goes into a body. So there is an unending desire, there is an unending obsession wherever Rahu is present. So Rahu is always in search for fulfillment. Okay, but he is so obsessed that those desires, okay, to fulfill them you go to any extent. And in the end, this causes regret. So in short, Rahu represents the poison within us. What is this poison? It is our greed, it is our obsessions, it is our unfulfilled, unchanneled desires, okay, which we constantly seek to gratify. Rahu also represents viruses, he represents diseases as well. Now Rahu represents cunningness, okay, he represents the nature of a snake. Alright, a snake contains poison. So if a snake bites you and you don't get immediate medical treatment, you can die because of the poison. So the same thing happens to us because of our greeds, because of our obsessions. Okay, if we don't control these obsessions, definitely we are going in a wrong direction, which is going to cause a lot of harm to us. So many a times we see people who are addicted to alcohol, who are addicted to drugs, okay, who indulge in substance abuse, who indulge in excessive sensual pleasures. Okay, so these are all the characteristics of Rahu. Okay, it is Rahu influencing the mind which is causing all this. And if you don't control these things, definitely you are going to cause harm to yourself. Rahu also represents smoke, he represents Maya, he represents illusions, and it is because of Rahu that you are attached to this world mainly. Okay, you are constantly seeking newer and newer things, you have newer and newer desires, and this is what attaches you more to the world. So now what is happening? Rahu is moving from the nakshatra of Ardra on 20th May into the nakshatra of Mrigashira. And remember, Rahu always moves in a direction opposite to the other planets. Okay, so Rahu moves against the world basically. He moves in an opposite direction, and so he represents a rebel also, one who challenges the established practices in the world, one who rebels against the society. That is also represented by Rahu. And this is the very reason Why Rahu represents foreign cultures, foreign lands, foreign people? Okay, because they are against the established norms of society. Okay, they are against your established norms. So, in short, Rahu also represents a person who rebels against the society, who goes out of the way to establish his own desires, to fulfill his own desires. Now that we know the characteristics of Rahu, let us understand the impact of this transit in the next slide. Now look at this picture. Look at the second house called Taurus and a third house called Mithun. Alright. So you can see two yellow lines here. Alright. So the Mrigashira Nakshatra which is there, that starts at 23.2 degrees in the sign of Taurus and it extends up to 6.4 degrees in the sign of Mithun. So the span of the Mrigashira Nakshatra is 13 degrees 20 minutes in length. So two halves of the Mrigashira Nakshatra, they lie in the sign of Taurus and the remaining two halves, they lie in the sign of Mithun. These halves are nothing but padas of the nakshatras. So now let me quickly go to the point. On 20th May 2020, okay, Rahu enters in the Mrigashira Nakshatra portion which lies in the sign of Mithun. So I have shown this Rahu with a purple color. Alright. Now what is this sign of Mithun or Gemini all about? Gemini is all about communications. Okay. It is about logical thinking. It is about analysis. So journalists, sales personnel, alright, news readers, they are all represented by the sign of Gemini. The sign of Gemini also represents accounting skills, finance. Gemini is the third house in the natural zodiac. Okay, so it also represents our ability to communicate, our ability to establish ideas, our ability to socialize. Now what is going to happen is Rahu is going to enter in this Mrigashira Nakshatra within the sign of Mithun. And when Rahu enters the Mrigashira Nakshatra, definitely he is going to impact the way we are going to communicate with people. Okay. So we may be very obsessed in our communication. So if a sales guy is trying to make some sales, he will be very obsessed about selling it to one person and he may go to any extent to make that deal a success. So here is where the challenge comes. Okay, you may be very rude in your speech or you may be very cunning in your speech. All right, just for the sake of making that deal. So in a way, this is a good thing for your company, but on a personal front, you will become extremely cunning. You will tend to cheat people. Okay, because Rahu also represents cheating. So when Rahu enters into the Mrigashira portion of Mithun Rashi, there will be a lot of people out there who will try to sell things to you, okay, but they will not have your interest in their mind. They will do it for their own benefit, okay, for their own desires, for their own obsessions. So after 20th May, you are going to see a lot of explosive talk, okay, in the media, in the newspapers, with salespeople, etc. So this is a good period for media personnel, for sales personnel, etc. And Rahu will amplify the communication skills of these people. Okay, so they will go to any extent to attain their desires. Now what happens is, on 23rd September 2020, Rahu moves into the sign of Taurus. Okay, and he is still in the Mrigashira Nakshatra. So some portion of the Mrigashira Nakshatra also lies in the sign of Taurus. Now Taurus is a sign which is ruled by Venus or Shukra. It represents our sensual desires. Okay, so when a planet like Rahu enters Taurus and in the nakshatra of Mrigashira, which is ruled by Mangal, okay, so it amplifies our sensual desires. Okay, we may want to have multiple partnerships, we may want to have relationships with multiple people. Okay, so this is a bad effect of Rahu entering into the Mrigashira Nakshatra portion in the sign of Taurus after 23rd September. But there is a good side to this also. See, so long Rahu was in the Mithun Rashi, okay, where he was very powerful. And now on September 23rd, 2020, he exits the Mithun Rashi. So the effects of his poison are greatly reduced. So the problem that has been challenging the world, okay, that will slowly get reduced after 23rd September 2020. That is, there will be no traces of this problem for 2 months after 23rd September 2020. Remember that Mrigashira Nakshatra is ruled by Mars, okay, or Mangal. Mars also represents aggression. So there will be a lot of aggression in our sensual desires, okay. We may want lot of luxuries, lot of comforts after September 23rd, 2020, because Rahu tends to amplify these sensual desires, these obsessions within us, okay. So we may be very obsessed about getting something. So this is one thing we have to take care of. When Rahu enters the Mrigashira Nakshatra portion in the sign of Taurus. So basically we have to learn to control our sensual desires, our sexual obsessions, our addictions to certain substances such as alcohol, drugs, etc., which some of us may have. So just to summarize, Rahu's transit into the Mrigashira portion in Mithun Rashi enhances our communication skills. It enhances our obsessions to get our desires fulfilled, okay, because Mrigashira Nakshatra also represents fulfillment of goals, okay, because it is ruled by Mars, and you give any task to Mars, Mars tries to fulfill it at all costs, okay. So when Rahu enters this Mrigashira portion in Mithun Rashi, he is going to amplify our desire to attain results, okay, and we may go to any extent to attain that result. So it is a good time for people working in journalism, communication, news reading, finance, marketing, etc. Only thing is, they may not work in the interest of their clients. They may work only in their own self-interest. And when Rahu moves into the Mrigashira portion of Taurus Rashi, alright, there will be an increase in the sensual desires in the world. There will be an increase in violence, okay, and people will desire to get a lot of comforts, lot of things. They will have lot of obsessions. So this is what needs to be taken care of when Rahu moves into the Mrigashira portion of Taurus Nakshatra. So how can these obsessions, these desires be controlled? Okay, it can be controlled only by surrendering yourself unconditionally to your Guru. Just like Arjun had surrendered unconditionally to Krishna, you surrender yourself unconditionally to any deity you worship, any guru you worship, okay, and that will help you in controlling the bad effects of Rahu in Mrigashira Nakshatra. So friends, this was my analysis of Rahu's transit into the Mrigashira Nakshatra, where he is going to stay till 26 Jan 2021. Now you can write to us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com for any queries. Feel free to visit our website astroseva.tripod.com or download our mobile application Kamath Astrology on Google Play Store. If you like this video, please mark it as liked in YouTube. Feel free to subscribe to our channel Kamath Astrology on YouTube, so when we add a new video, you are automatically notified. So guys, thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice weekend. Hope to see you soon. Till then, bye. Take care.